the Grand Canyon in it, but I don't.
Well, to me, this is a wonderful addition to the farm. It's a whole new thing to look at. It's very dramatic. It's very, very
But it's just a hole. It's just dirt. I mean, what are you gonna put in it? I mean,
oh, you know,
are you gonna have someone put in these little people like they're pretending they're in the boat in the Colorado River?
Amy has a difficult time drawing a connection between the things we add to the farm and the revenue that we generate from pumpkin season. And you got to keep adding new things so more people will come. It'll be beautiful. Check it out.
What's it gonna look like when it rains?
Well, it's gonna be hairy. Cool.
Looks like a palapa.
It looks like a palapa now. I'm gonna have this little people sports camp, and that'll be their little meeting place. The team can meet right there where the sports things are. If they need to come get off the field and come take a sit down, this is where they would do it. For years and years, Amy had trained me to be a bad husband and to not include her in decisions, because if I asked her her opinion, we would go round and round and round. Well, lately I've been trying to include her in decisions. I'm just trying to realize that that's what being a better husband is all about. I shouldn't say this, but I like to at least make her think she's helping with the decisions. She's so worn down by me trying to convince her to do something one way or another.
Yeah, where are you? You've got all faucets in this new locker room leaking. There's water pouring out. I don't know how to turn this off or what's going on. Matt likes the process of a project, but after it's done, it's like, okay, who cares? Because he's already on to the next one. See? There, here. Probably just drain out a little bit. Yeah, it's off now. All right, great. Thanks, Camerino.
I sure hope this rolls out flat. Zach's soccer training camp was just a couple of weeks away, and I had to get the field finished fast, or they just weren't gonna have a place to practice. This is the manifold I'm gonna build. I'm gonna build this personally so that it gets done right. Right now, it's a typical Matt Roloff project, you know, behind the gun. This thing has to be gorgeous in 2 weeks. Look at it. Before we glue anything, we're gonna dry fit this. Give me this end of the tape. Make sure they're lined up here. Yeah, like that. Nicely done. Are you planning on turf, artificial turf?
I don't know.
In Ireland?
I texted Alex. I'm like, hey, Alex, wanna find out the rules for us? And he never texted me back, so.
Come on, you can get out there and rake that lawn up and help me measure out.
Rake that lawn? All we have to do is rake it up or tear it up. So we're using the rake, not the rototiller.
Hand raking it and then putting it in a loader bucket. Maybe get one of your buddies to help you work tomorrow.
We're hand raking it?
Yeah, hand raking it. Imagine that having to work, you know?
Yeah.
I'll be here to help.
If the kids would help out a little bit more, you know, I wouldn't have to pay so many people to do all these projects, and then maybe Amy wouldn't be so mad at me all the time.
For the last 20 years, which has not worked out very well, I have always tried to make you think about where each and every penny goes. It's a lot of work to earn.
But it gets
Finances
invested
and,
in my machinery.
What?
It gets invested in the roll-off machinery.
It is frustrating, you know, when Matt's first priority will go off and spend money, whatever that is, on projects and everything, and then hopefully if there's anything left over, then we'll put it into retirement or the kids' college fund. But I think he's afraid that there's not going to be enough for all his projects or something. I don't know.
Listen, I haven't driven you to the poorhouse ever. I mean, I perpetuated our wealth as I went with my investments, as crazy as they may seem. I wasn't even thinking about building this until I saw all the supplies we need to do it out there. You know, I was kind of depressed, and then I go out there and I get some things done, and it cheers me up. I know an awful lot of people whose husbands sit and watch TV and watch sports all day, and I'm out there hustling.
And you know what? I know a lot of wives who would be asking you a whole heck of a lot more. And isn't that nice that I am so simple and just,
Yep, you are.
you know,
I'm not arguing
do
that.
what you do.
But you don't want to trade me in, do you? For somebody who watches TV and doesn't get off the couch ever, right? Anybody who knows a little bit about lawn maintenance, it's me. I mean, those kids haven't done diddly squat for help their old goat.
You did that.
Well, you yell at them for a while. Yeah, I think the kids and Amy appreciate what I do. I don't think they always show it because it's just human nature, but I think that I'm benefiting the family. But you can't always expect that the family's going to appreciate that. Oh, Jared, grab that flat shovel. This is the way to build up the real muscle. Push it along. This is what I do.
I appreciate Matt for who he is and, you know, how he thinks, but I don't think he really takes the time to see if the family is really enjoying what he just got done building. But in the long run, he always says that he's doing it for the family, but I think a lot of times he's doing it for himself.
Every time I finish a big project, I have a celebration cigar. You know, sometimes it feels a little bit like a lonely victory because you accomplish something, you feel real good about it, but, you know, everybody in the family's like, yeah, that's nice, Dad, and they go about their business. You start to question yourself, and why am I putting all this, you know, energy into things? And then, you know, and then I realize, because I enjoy it. The lawn looks good and square. That's a good thing. I like it up here, really, I do. I'm gonna build me a structure up here.